Have you ever experienced the struggle of sitting down to work, but no matter how hard you try, you can't seem to concentrate? You find yourself constantly looking outside the window. Maybe you're checking your phone and it feels like time's just dragging on. Luckily, there's a solution. Boredom. Let me explain. Principles of deep work. There was a social psychologist called Timothy Wilson, and he conducted a study where volunteers were placed inside a room with a button. If they pressed the button, they would receive an electric shock. Now, after 15 minutes of sitting alone in an empty room, 67% of males and 25% of females chose to willingly electrocute themselves rather than doing nothing. Some participants even pressed the button multiple times. What's interesting is that these volunteers had previously stated that they would pay to avoid the pain of such an electric shock. Reading between the lines of the study, it perfectly illustrates how boredom can be used as a tool to incentivize productivity. Imagine locking yourself in a room with only the work you need to complete, eliminating all distractions like your phone. You're left with only two options: do the work or do nothing. Most of the time, you'll find yourself choosing to do the work because doing nothing is uncomfortable, even borderline painful. You'll discover that the work becomes more engaging and enjoyable when there are no other options to divert your attention. This heightened focus allows you to remain on task. Even a simple act like checking your emails for just 30 seconds during a work block puts your mind in a distracted state for up to 30 minutes afterwards. According to Cal Newport, an author of the best-selling book called Deep Work, this task switching between different activities leads to poor performance. In our economy, the ability to engage in deep work is increasingly valuable. Those who cultivate this skill and make it the core of their working lives have the opportunity to thrive. When we constantly seek stimulation, we hinder our ability to think clearly and allow new ideas to flow naturally. As a bonus tip for improving your focus, try listening to binaural beats at 40 Hz. Multiple studies have shown that this can enhance concentration by increasing levels of the neurochemicals dopamine and acetylcholine in the brain. Now, you can listen to these beats throughout your entire work session, or just spend 5 minutes listening to them before you start. Or you can do what I do, where I block them into 25 minutes at a time. The power of boredom. Boredom is often seen as a negative state of mind. However, embracing boredom can lead to significant personal and professional growth. When we find ourselves bored, it is a signal that our current situation or activity no longer stimulates us or challenges us enough. Boredom can act as a catalyst for change, pushing us to seek new experiences or explore different avenues and expand our horizons. Boredom is an opportunity for introspection and self-reflection. When we are constantly occupied and stimulated, we rarely have the chance to pause and examine our thoughts and emotions. Boredom forces us to confront our restlessness, prompting us to question our values, goals, and priorities. It provides a fertile ground for self-discovery and personal development, enabling us to gain a deeper understanding of ourselves and what truly matters to us. Boredom is also a breeding ground for creativity. When our minds are idle, they have the space and freedom to wander, imagine, and generate new ideas. Numerous breakthroughs in science, technology, and the arts have been born out of moments of boredom. It's during these periods of mental lull that our brains are encouraged to make novel connections, leading to innovative solutions and fresh perspectives. Embracing boredom can unlock our creative potential and fuel our personal success. Cultivating presence and mindfulness. Boredom encourages us to slow down and be present in the moment. In our extremely fast-paced and hyper-connected world, we are constantly bombarded with information and distractions, making it difficult to be fully present in our daily lives. Boredom provides a much-needed opportunity to disconnect from the noise and cultivate mindfulness. When we embrace boredom, we can immerse ourselves in the present moment, fully experiencing our thoughts, emotions, and our surroundings. It allows us to tune in to our inner thoughts and gain clarity on our values, aspirations, and intentions. By practicing mindfulness during moments of boredom, we can develop a deep sense of self-awareness and improve our ability to make conscious choices that align with our long-term goals. Boredom can also cultivate a sense of gratitude and appreciation. When we are no longer constantly seeking external stimulation, we begin to notice and appreciate the simple pleasures of life. Boredom reminds us to be grateful for the small joys and moments of tranquility that may have otherwise gone unnoticed. This shift in perspective can bring a greater sense of contentment and fulfillment, which in turn fuels our motivation and drive for success. And that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you haven't already, and remember, take it one day at a time.